Hey there, tennis fans. I'm Grace Carter, and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today and it ships today. Boy, Coco Gauff. She captivated tennis fans all over the world with a rousing performance at Wimbledon. Get ready for Coco to light up the city that never sleeps, because next is New York. And the New York Post reports that US Open plans to bend WTA rules and award Coco a wild card into the season's final slam. The USTA director says that we would expect to see Coco in the main draw of the US Open. And why would that be? Because she won the hearts of tennis fans in the US with her Wimbledon performance. And it's not every day an athlete of her age becomes water cooler talk. So here's the controversy. The US Open is going to be violating the WTA age-eligibility rule, granting Coco that wild card. And the tour seems to be on board with it. Here's the rule. It states, between a player's 15th birthday and the day before her 16th birthday, a player may participate in a maximum of 10 professional tournaments. And 15-year-olds are permitted to receive a maximum of 3 wildcards. Coco, who celebrates her 16th birthday on March 13th, 2020, has already used her 3 wildcards. The Miami Open main draw, where she earned her first WTA level win, Roland Garros qualifying, where she fell in the second round of qualies, and of course Wimbledon, where she won 3 matches in qualies and then knocked off Venus Williams en route to the round of 16, bowing to eventual champion Simona Halep. It is worth noting that Coco won 6 games versus Simona. That's 2 more games than Serena Williams won in the final match. Still, if the US Open follows through and awards Coco a wild card, then it's clearly violating the WTA rule, right? Well, guess what? That depends on who you ask. Chris Widmeyer, Director of Communications for the USTA, told the Post that it's his understanding the US Open is quote-unquote exempt from that rule, therefore Coco can play on a wild card. A WTA spokesperson told the Post that it will not intervene on the wild card issue. So what do you think? Is there a double standard at play here, with the WTA apparently willing to ignore its own rule? Do you think the whole thing is a little unfair? Or are the US Open and WTA simply playing proactive tennis here and doing the right thing by getting someone out there who the crowd is very interested in? Knowing the world wants to see Coco play her home slam, the Open and the WTA are simply giving people what they want and giving the tournament the best players and the biggest draws. After all, her Wimbledon performance showed that Coco can clearly compete and beat some of the best tennis players in the world. So the champions have voiced some varied views on this topic. Chrissy Everett says she supports the WTA rule and points out that it was put in place to protect teenagers from overplaying and suffering burnout or injuries before their bodies are fully developed. However, some champions say the rule should allow exceptions for those phenomenal players. Roger Federer, whose teammate management represents Coco, calls the current rule counterproductive because it puts so much pressure on teens to excel in the few tournaments they get to play. Okay, so where do you stand on this issue? Are the US Open and WTA doing the right thing, bending the rules for an exceptionally talented teenager? Or do you think this creates a bit of a double standard and a murky area for future cases? As always, we love hearing your thoughts on things, so let us know what you think in the comment section below. I'm Grace Carter. Thanks for watching Tennis Now TV, and we'll see you next time.